So this is going to be one of those episodes that may be difficult to listen to, not because of the content, but it's one of those reality check type episodes where last week I read this incredible article that just shed so much light on the network marketing profession and industry that I had to come to you guys today to share with you some things that you need to know, 4 things in specific that you need to know that's going on with the industry and how it can impact you in either a negative or a positive way. So I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Network Marketing Made Simple podcast. I am your host, Scott Aaron, and each and every week I'm going to come to you with short, simple, and powerful tactics of how you can grow your network marketing business, brand, bank account, and impact on those around you. And just remember, network marketing is not easy, but it can be made easy with simple steps to create the success that you truly deserve. Welcome to episode 123 of the Network Marketing Made Simple podcast. And if you're a new listener, then welcome. And if you are a returning listener, then welcome back. And as always, if you are a seasoned or new network marketer that is still building your business through the primary means of Facebook and Instagram, and you do not yet have that team building with you to create that desired residual income, then head over to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where we can set up a free 15-minute discovery call where you can learn about the power of LinkedIn and how it could fill the void in a lot of the areas of your business. So, in today's episode, which it's going to be one of those episodes where it's going to turn the mirror around a little bit. As I'm always doing my research and always reading blogs and articles, and I stumbled upon this blog that was written a few months back about the 4 problems of network marketing. And I'm always looking for the positives and the negatives, not to stir the pot, but look at the negatives so there can be a solution to make it a positive. And when I read this article, It was completely a punch in the gut because it spoke so clearly to me with what I've been feeling for the longest time. And in all honesty, what I've been seeing going on the last 6.5 plus years that I've been in the profession. So what I'm going to go over with you guys today are the 4 problems, the 4 negatives that are going on right now in network marketing, but more so what you can do to improve them. So number 1, there is too much hype. And as Flavor Flav says, don't believe the hype. Too many people are dumbing down the business, which is causing a real problem. Because when you dumb down a business, it's going to negatively affect other people's businesses and how they build them. If there's not proper business trainings, there is not proper skills training, people are going to have a very, very challenging time building their business in 2020 and beyond. If they are making it seem too easy, that is a red flag. Network marketing is not a difficult profession or industry. It could be made easy, obviously, with doing the simplistic things, but if you're listening to your upline or a training or in an event and they just make it seem so easy, you just go to a barbecue and you just start talking to people and you enroll them after. If it seems too easy, it is a red flag and you need to pay attention because don't believe the hype that it's too easy. Never dumb down anything. Never take a shortcut. Because the companies that start to do this, it becomes a real problem. Because it also starts attracting the wrong kinds of people because people that are looking for a dumbed down business, they're looking for a get rich quick thing. It's going to make it very challenging for those that don't want things dumbed down. They want things built out a certain way. They want the skills. They want the training. So don't believe the hype. Number 2, recruiting for sales and no business training at all. So a lot of the trainings that you're seeing out there are very heavy focused on sales, creating customers, because that's how a lot of people get their compensation. You move product, money moves back to you. But the fact is, if there is a big swing with the arrow being pointed in the direction of product users and consumers instead of team building, which for anyone that's listening to this and you want to create multiple 6 and 7 figures, if you've been listening to this podcast for the last year and a half or so, you're going to know that a lot of the people that I've been interviewing are multiple 6 and 7 figures, and all they do is talk about team. They talk about, obviously, consumers, but they talk about building their team. You can only do so much by yourself. You can't do everything alone. You can't enroll just consumers and create that income. You need a team. You need a balance between people wanting to consume your product, but also you need a balance of people wanting to build a business with you that are also going to be willing to consume the product. Most people have an imbalance in that, meaning they have way more consumers than they do builders. Now, is it possible to have half consumers, half builders? Probably not. You're always going to have more consumers than you will builders, but you can increase the number of builders that you have if you start leading with the business and closing with the products. Most people are making the products the primary conversation and the business the secondary conversation. So what happens? Emotionally, you're letting that person know that you're not that serious. You're more serious about the product. So you're making the business an oh, by the way statement. But all you have to do is reverse it. And you make the business the primary conversation, and the secondary conversation is the product. So you lead with the business, close with the product, so they're still coming in the same way for a product experience, but the business is in the forefront of their mind, not in the back. So again, just remember that you can only do so much by yourself. You need more consistency between consumers and business builders in your business. Number 3, understanding that network marketing is a profession, not a business. Network marketing is a profession. That's why the title is Professional Network Marketer. You are a professional of a profession. What you have to remember, whatever company you're partnered with, if you signed or agreed to the terms, the policies, and the procedures of that company to be a distributor, that company owns you. They own your downline. They own your customers. And they own your distributor account. And it can be taken away at any given time, in the blink of an eye. So you have to understand that you do not own that back office. You do not own your consumers. You do not own your team. Your company does. But the one thing that you do own that's most important when you're building a network marketing business is your brand loyalty. Your number one focus as you grow your business, as you grow your team, is to be brand loyal. So creating that brand loyalty, not only for the product that you distribute, but you being the brand, how you show up each and every day, not only for yourself, not only for those around you, but for your team and anyone that's looking up to you. So understanding that network marketing is a profession and not a business, and you are the business, you are the brand, because your company that you partnered with owns you, your downline, and your customers. You have to understand that you have to focus on the brand loyalty. And finally, number 4, there is way too much pettiness. And I've seen this all the time. And it's not in every company, it's not on every team, but I think some people have experienced some sort of network marketing bullying. I have, because what was said in this article is that some of the top earners also have some of the largest egos. More money, more ego. And what I've discovered, and what I really resonated with this article, was those top income earners made their income with a very specific skill set. Very specific. And that became their quote unquote, their truth. This is how I did it. I did it through Facebook. I did it through networking events. I did it through funnels. I did it through a Facebook business page. And that became the truth in how they do everything, which those individuals will defend at all costs. If anyone tries to cross them to tell them that it's got to be done a different way or there are other ways, they will defend the success that they created at all costs. They refuse to acknowledge that there are other ways to build a network marketing business in 2020. For those people that are still telling you that Facebook and Instagram are the ways to build a business in 2020, you're being lied to. Will it work for some people? Yes. Will it work in the beginning of your journey as you're starting out? Will you get a little bit of traction through your warm market? Absolutely, but it is not a long-term solution. That's why I went over to LinkedIn when I did 4.5 years ago, because nobody was on there and people still aren't on there. But the fact is that there's too much pettiness. Ego, and this is something that Chris Harder, one of my friends, mentors, and someone that I really look up to, he says, ego is your greatest overhead. Because if you let your ego get in the way, it's going to literally shut down your business eventually. You have to understand that with great success comes great responsibility. Great power, great responsibility, and you can't let your ego get in the way. But at the same time, you also have to acknowledge that there are other ways to build a network marketing business in 2020. And if you're being led by someone that is living by their truth, because they made their income this way and they are refusing to bend, they are refusing, and they're not encouraging you to learn other ways, you really have to think about the team that you're on. You want to be part of a team where they're saying, no, go, flourish, spread your wings, soar, find other ways that work for you, because what worked for me may not work for you. My chapter 1 is going to be different from your chapter 10. So just remember that network marketing is not easy. Don't dumb down this business. Don't just recruit for sales. You got to recruit for team building, because that's how you create the residual income. And this is a profession. It's not a business. Your brand loyalty is number 1. And remember, we don't have any time for ego in this. Check your ego at the door. Be open to as many different ways of building this business, getting consumers, getting business builders as possible. Because that, my friends, is what will end up changing your business in the end. So guys, I hope you found this content and episode helpful. If you could, take a screenshot of this, go on to Instagram, tag me, I'm at Scott Aaron LinkedIn, and leave your biggest takeaway. DM me your biggest takeaway from this episode. What resonated most with you? So guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you again so much for checking out this week's episode. And if you can, head over to iTunes, search for Network Marketing Made Simple, leave me a 5-star rating, basic review. I would be grateful for all of the support you guys can give me. And again, if you'd be interested in learning more how to utilize LinkedIn to grow your business, your brand, and your bank account, head over to my website, www.scottaaron.net. Fill out the form for your free 15-minute discovery call so I can learn more about you, your business, and how we can work together. And again, thank you guys so much. Grateful for you all, and I'll see you next time.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.